We are out delivering our flyers. Make it rain on their heads. Rain mail on their heads, Emery, until they buy or die. That's an old Chet Holmes quote, the great late Chet Holmes. Rain mail on their heads until they buy or die. Another solid direct mail champion. Rain mail on their heads until they buy or die. Be relentless. So there, I see you. How many do you have left? We're doing 20 again today. And okay, I'll be walking and talking. Okay. The great Russell Brunson. I was at his funnel hacking live seminar in Orlando earlier this year. And Russell did a presentation where he stated, and I partially quote, if you don't have continuity, you don't really have a business. If you don't have continuity built in, you don't really have a real business. And I could not agree with Russell more. Any and every successful business that I've been involved with, especially the hockey business and the insurance business and the barbershop business and the consulting business, is my main businesses in the last 22 years, have all had continuity, membership, monthly cash flow as part of the business model. And I can't imagine running any business now that isn't built around membership. I don't care what business you're in, whether you're in the car wash business, the retail business, whether you're a dentist, a chiropractor, a dog walker, an insurance agent, whether you're running a fitness center, a yoga studio, a pizzeria. I can't imagine any business where membership and monthly cash flow and continuity are not part of the business model. I would have no peace of mind. I would be constantly worried about cash flow, and I just couldn't imagine running a business without building in some form of monthly continuity guaranteed cash flow. So as an example, I learned the power of continuity, first of all, working with my dad in the insurance business. My dad always says the insurance business is the greatest business in the world, because when you sell a policy once, even if you're not very good at it, if you're a lousy insurance agent, which most are, you're still going to keep that policy for 10 years. You're going to renew it, you're going to renew it, you're going to renew it without having to do very much. That's continuity. Every month we would get continuity checks for all of the renewals that were renewing that exact month. So we always had cash flow to pay our team. We always had cash flow to pay our taxes. We always had cash flow to support our marketing efforts. And it's just peace of mind for an entrepreneur like you. So whatever it is, Emery, that you're in, whether you decide any business that you're in, just make sure that the very first thing you do with any business is that you have a membership component, a subscription. It's a subscription component. So I'll give you another example. Daddy's coaching business that I'm in right now, my subscription component is my Michael McLean newsletter. So it is the foundation of our business. It is the foundation of our company. It's our cash flow. Every month, we charge the credit cards of every brother in the brotherhood. They get their newsletter. They get their telegrams if they're diamond level. And every month we have the cash flow coming in from membership. Anybody that subscribes to my Paper and Ink newsletter is a Badass Brother World Building member. So every month we're charging their card $97, or if they're diamond level, $197. So every month we know that we have a minimum amount of dollars for cash flow. That's what pays Leanne's salary. That's what pays Marc Andre's salary. That's what pays taxes. That's what pays expenses. That's what pays our marketing bills. That's what gives our business its stability and legs, is membership. So that is the backbone of any business, including the consulting business. I can't understand consulting and coaching businesses, and they're always just putting on something to pay the bills. You know, put on a webinar, or put on a seminar, just do something to pay the bills. When if you have membership built in, well, then you can. Let's do this side, sweetheart. You got peace of mind. Do those ones. Okay, we'll do this way. So, when I entered the barbershop business, I mean, everybody just cuts hair, right? And you know, if it's not busy, or if there's a snowstorm, or if the economy dives, or whatever it is, you're at the whim of, you know, what's happening. So the first thing I did in the barbershop business is I started selling memberships to the shop. A simple gold, silver, and bronze. And everybody that walked into our shop was always offered membership when they came in for the first time. Would you like monthly membership? So there was a gold level, a silver level, and a bronze level. And it all depended on how many features and benefits you wanted that month. So the gold level was 2 haircuts, it was 2 hot shaves, it was an invitation to a monthly Thursday night celebrity beer tasting dinner. Silver was, 2 haircuts and 1 shave, that kind of stuff. And then the bronze, haircut, shave, and some other features and benefits. But man, oh man, in the barbershop business, they always talk about how, you know, Wednesdays aren't as busy as the rest of the days. You're going to have down periods when school starts. You're going to have slow times in January. When you have continuity and membership built into your business, all of those worries and headaches go away. Yes, I can. So go ahead in. Yeah, they can see it. We're going to watch you go in. There is a door-to-door, belly-to-belly, toe-to-toe sales girl. And she is learning how to sell. You know, the most valuable part of all this, and I did this my whole life, is learning that no means not now. That failure is winning. Like, you know, I'm teaching Emery that if she can get 5% of the people that receive her flyer to contact her, that's world class. If she can get 1% or 2%, that's a huge win, because then she'll have a repeat customer. It won't be just a one-time thing. But teaching Emery, I'll watch that, you know, you can fail, so-called fail, 95% of the time, and you'll be so successful in sales and business. And that failure is to be embraced. Like, if you can win 5% of the time, right? It's like you need 51% of the vote to, you know, to be in the White House, or, you know, it's more complicated than that. But all you need is those certain numbers to live the life of your dreams. And in direct response marketing, where I live and where I'm teaching her a little bit about, is 5%, 4%, 1%, 3% will get the job done. The ROI, that will support the ROI, the buying of quality clients. So failure is winning and learning, winning and learning. There's no such thing as failure. Every time Emery hands out one of these flyers, there's an opportunity that somebody will pick up the phone and call. And if they don't, it doesn't mean no, it means not now. And she's learning to have courage. She's learning to build her mental calluses, I call them, where you walk up to a door and there's an adult, and some people will say yes and some people will say no, and she's meeting people and she's introducing herself. Nothing more powerful for young people than toe-to-toe, belly-to-belly, eye-to-eye sales. And you know, you're not going to be, you don't get your, you don't accomplish what you want to in sales if you're scared, if you're hiding behind texting and emailing and social media. Yeah, you go ahead. I'll wait for you here. And she's going to have a huge stack deck. She's going to have a huge advantage over other kids, teenagers and young adults when she gets to that level, because she's going to have sales experience. She's going to know that, you know what, to crack that omelet, she's going to have to, you know, to make that omelet, she's going to crack those eggs, and she's going to have to keep asking and asking and asking. It's just math. And then, you know, it's so rewarding when I see her get those 2 yeses. Like she had 2 people that called Krista's phone, and I mean, that's what I clap for when she gets those, because she earned those. So we've done 100 flyers so far in the new neighborhood. She's got 2 calls, which is 2%, and then I bet you she's going to get a couple more, and then get up to 4 or 5%, and just training her that's winning. That's winning in direct response, in mail order, in flyers and postcards and ads. You get 5%, 4%, 3% of the right people, you're just building a client list that's going to support you for the rest of your life. And anything she decides to go into, it's going to require sales. If she's a veterinarian, or if she's a writer, or if she's working at a charity, whatever Emery wants to do, she's going to have to be able to sell to, well, we're on this side. This side's the one that's working. So let's go over here. She's going to have to learn to sell, or she's going to starve. So that's what this is all about. It doesn't matter what she does. She can go anywhere in the world. She can live anywhere, but she's got to be able to know how to talk to people, how to influence people, how to sell. And if you don't know how to sell, and your kids don't know how to sell, then you're going to have a long, hard life. You're going to be working for somebody else. You're going to be working for peanuts. You're never going to build equity, because you're never going to really own anything. You're never going to have your own client list. So absolutely critical that you teach your children, your teenagers, even your adult children, your staff, whoever, the importance of sales. Be a proud, unabashed sales person. Very, very important. And yeah, getting out here and doing this stuff. I used to do this every week with my window washing company, and I've done it. I used to fill up my hockey schools and tennis camps with knocking on doors, and it was no, 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 no. Nice. One more. Who's getting that one? Who's getting that one? I say this red vehicle up here. What do you think? So if you need any help with what I talk about in these videos or in my book, first of all, grab a copy of my book at nobullbook.com. That's nobullbook.com. You can also subscribe to my monthly paper and ink newsletter. I ship out a paper and ink monthly newsletter every single month to your home or office. It's called my Michael McLean World Building Letter. You can subscribe at badassletter.com. That's badassletter.com, and that's my monthly world building newsletter. And if you want to be joined at the hip in the big leagues with the big guys, you can apply for your seat in my Badass Brotherhood World Building Mastermind. It's 100% online, no travel, no airports. We meet every second Wednesday online for 2 hours. We work as elite men on each other's businesses. You get one-on-one coaching with me throughout the year. It's a 12-month commitment. To apply for your seat, go to badassworldbuilders.com. That's badassworldbuilders.com. Any questions at all, reply to these emails, and my executive assistant, Leanne Brennan, will be happy to get back to you. That's it. Great job. How many flyers was that today? 20. And if we get 5%, if we get a 5% response, which is world class to those flyers, that means we'll be getting how many calls?
5
is how much? Think about it.
5?
No, 5% of 20 is one phone call. If we get one phone call, you've got a customer, a repeat customer, and that's pretty good for an hour's work, isn't it? And you've done 100, so if 1 in 20 gives you 1, how many would 100? 20 gives you 1. Think about that.
10?
Half of that?
5.
You got it. That's a 5%, 5%, okay? Yeah, 5%, you know that. 5% of 100 is what?
5.
You got it. That's pretty good. 5 repeat customers for putting out 100 flyers. And those flyers didn't cost very much money, right? Some toner and some paper. Okay, we ready to go home? Mummy's making spaghetti and Caesar salad, so we're gonna head home after our little belly-to-belly, toe-to-toe adventure. So that's it. 2 words that changed my life, 2 words that changed Emery's life. What are those 2 words?
Be relentless.
See you guys.